Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about the fourth unit of employability skills, that is entrepreneurial skills. Before diving into the chapter, let us first get familiar with some of the terms that we are going to use in this chapter. So let us begin. The first one is business. Now, a business is an economic activity where there is a continuous production and distribution of goods. Let us take an example of a cold drinks business. Now, this business firm is going to produce a large number of cold drinks on a regular basis and distribute it locally as well as globally and make profit from it. So, this is a business. Next is an entrepreneur. Now, who is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a person who takes up the initiative to start a business. He's willing to take calculated risk and is responsible for its success or failure. Now, in our example, if suppose Mr. Kapoor has started the cold drink business, so he has invested a huge amount of money into it and he will be called the entrepreneur of that business. The next one is entrepreneurship. Now, entrepreneurship is the process of managing a business, preparing a proper business plan, launching and running the business, bringing new innovative ideas to make profit in a business. So, all these are included in entrepreneurship. Last one is enterprise. Now, enterprise is the business or the company, or you can even call a project an enterprise that is going to fulfill the needs of the society. The shopkeepers that you see near you are all entrepreneurs who are engaged in different types of business activities. Some of the businesses that are found in our neighborhood are dry cleaners, chemist shop, gift stores, books and stationery shops, etc. Now, business is not something that anyone can do. It's not like I know how to sell a pen, I can start a stationery shop. You require proper skills for that. A businessman learns these skills with time. The skills to manage his finances, his sales, whether they are increasing or decreasing, how is he going to promote his business. He should know how to do marketing for his business. All these skills are required to run a business. To develop all these skills, one has to study entrepreneurial skills. This is going to help a businessman think about new business ideas to cultivate his skills and knowledge. So, if I have a business idea, I'm going to research and enhance my knowledge to make my business successful. I will learn how to manage my sales, my finances, how I will advertise about my product. So you must have seen Coca-Cola's ad on TV. Now what are they trying to do? They are advertising to sell their products. We also need to work on our communication skills, how to talk to customers. You can't be rude to them. You should know how to attract them. You should learn adaptability, or that means to change with the changing time. For example, COVID-19. COVID-19 made some businesses face failure while others bloomed as they adapted to the situation. One has to be disciplined and have confidence within them to run a business. Characteristics of entrepreneurs. Now, an entrepreneur must have the ability to take up risk, calculated risk. He should plan everything that after taking this risky step, if he fails, what is he going to do? If he succeeds, what will be the next step? So, he should think about that. The second one is believe in hard work and discipline. Now, shortcuts can never take you to the path of success. One has to work hard to achieve it. So, one must believe in hard work. The third point is adaptable and flexible. Now, entrepreneurs should be ready to change with the changing time. That means flexibility. There should be flexibility. Let us take an example. Now, a clothing store near my house started selling their clothes online. That means they are adapting to the new changes. They were selling it offline and now they are going with the trend. They are following the online trend. So, that is called being adaptable, being flexible. Knowledge of the product and services that you're going to offer. Now, an entrepreneur should have good knowledge of his own product as well as the market, that where should he sell his product, where should he sell his services to gain maximum sale. Fifth point is that an entrepreneur must know how to work on his sales, on his accounts. He should manage his expenses and spend his money wisely. Money management skills. The last point is effective planning and execution. Now, a successful entrepreneur knows the importance of planning. He should have a plan ready even when he is suffering from any kind of loss. So, he should be a good planner. There are four types of businesses: service based business, manufacturing business, merchandising business, and hybrid business. Let us talk about each in detail. A business that offers a service to its customer, they are not selling or buying any physical product, rather, a service. For example, a saloon business. They provide you services like hair cutting or hairstyling, etc. They are not selling you anything. So, that is a service based business. The next one is manufacturing. Now, manufacturing business is a business which uses raw material, labor, or workforce and other production processes to manufacture goods. For example, a mobile phone manufacturing company. They use electronic parts as raw material to manufacture a mobile phone. Next is merchandising business. Now, merchandising is basically a buying and selling business where the products are purchased at a wholesale price and sold at a retail price. For example, grocery stores. They buy at wholesale price, add their own margin and sell it to the customer. The last one is a hybrid type of business. Now, this is a mixed form of business. For example, a restaurant. A restaurant uses ingredients to make meals. That means they are producing, they are manufacturing it, right? So that is a manufacturing business. And those meals that they are preparing are served to its customers. So that is a service based business. So they are having a mix of two or three businesses. What is the importance of entrepreneurship in our society? Entrepreneurship is beneficial for our society in three ways: economic, psychological, and social ways. Economic benefits. It helps in generating employment. Let us understand this with an example. Suppose I am an entrepreneur and I started a hospital in a remote location, in a location that is somewhere near a village. So I'm going to provide employment to people living in that village. I will benefit them. Now I see that there is no proper way to my hospital, no proper roads. So I talk to the ministers of that area to build a road in that village. So this is going to help me as well as the village. This is regional development. The region that I am working in is also going to get developed. As I said, that an entrepreneur has to plan everything skillfully. He should look for resources that are affordable, readily available, and are of great quality. So, again, let us take our own example. Now, I see that in my hospital, the power supply is not proper. The hospital needs 24 hours of electricity, right? Which is not fulfilled here. So, I will set up solar panels here. I'm using natural resources. So, an entrepreneur has to look around to know what all resources he can use. Now, entrepreneurs help in improving the economy of the country. They are converting resources into useful products and services. They are they are generating employment, thus improving the living standard of people in our country. Psychological benefits. Now, if you start a business and after struggling, you start getting good results, your business starts flourishing, how will you feel? You will feel contented, you will feel satisfied, right? Now, you will push yourself to achieve even more. You'll keep motivating yourself. Once you taste success, you develop a confidence within yourself and you want to set an example for the society to learn from you. The youth is going to follow you. So, all these are psychological benefits. Now, how can an entrepreneur help the society? What are the social benefits? Firstly, the unemployment in our society is going to get reduced. The socio-economic status, that means the living standard. Entrepreneurs have the capability to improve the living standard of the people. And lastly, because of this business that the entrepreneurs have set, he is able to fulfill or satisfy the needs of the customer. So, all these are the benefits that we can get if we have entrepreneurs in our society. Imagine you are an entrepreneur. What all benefits will you have? You will be your own boss. You don't have to work for someone else. You're going to do what you wanted to do, what you have dreamt of, what you liked, right? You are building an enterprise, a business. You can be creative as much as you want. You are doing what you've always believed in as you're working on your dreams, right? So you'll always be excited, full of energy. If you work harder and work smartly, then you can be the business leaders. So all these are the rewards. So these are some of the entrepreneurs in India. You must have seen them, maybe have read about them, or know their brand, their companies. Let us now talk about self employment and wage employment. Now, what is wage employment? Wage employment is a type of employment where a person works for another person or maybe a company. Now, this person or company that you're working for is employer, is called the employer, while you who is working under this employer is called an employee. Now, the employer has to pay a salary to the employee for his services. Now, let us see what is the difference between the two. Now, wage employment does not involve too much risk, but self employment involves a certain amount of risk. In wage employment, employee has to work under an employer. He is not the owner, so he cannot take major decisions of the business. While in self employment, the individual controls and supervises his own work. So, with this, we end this chapter. I hope you have understood the topic. If you have any problem, you can contact me. You can write your doubts in the comment section. Thank you.